guys? It's me, the Stardust Dash, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Star Strike's newest controversial MLP opinions video that he dropped on Saturday. But since I don't record on the weekends, I decided to record it on the Monday because I actually record, on those days. So yeah, let's get right into this video.
The wraiths are escaping! The pyramid monster's on fire! The peanut butter is reaching critical mass! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Oh! Hey, guys! Don't mind the smoke. I'm just cooking.
Star, the quantum fluctuations in the neural network are destabilizing the fabric of reality, and the entropy of existence is rapidly accelerating.
Put a poultry patch on it. I'll deal with it after the video. Ignoring what I promise is definitely not the end of the world. Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Bold Banter Bonanza, where I read your controversial opinions on My Little Pony. You guys left quite a few opinions last time, so let's jump straight on in with the first comment. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are the worst. Woof! We're starting off lighting fires! Almost all of the episodes are boring and pointless. They add very little to the overall plot, and I can't bring myself to care about them at all. Also, no one talks about how Scootaloo is a victim of child neglect.
Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this opinion because I wouldn't say the Cutie Crusaders are the worst in Friendship's Magic because I feel like there are other characters such as, Prince Blueblood or I don't know, something like that. But the Cutie Crusaders, I didn't mind that much. I thought they were adorable in Friendship's Magic. I liked most of the episodes. Maybe some of them I weren't maybe a fan of, such as Confidential in Ponyville, because it's the one about them exposing ponies such as like Celestia and whatnot. So yeah, but I do like most of the episodes, I think. And I also agree that like Scootaloo is a victim of child neglect as well, because we didn't see her real parents until season 9, I think. For some reason, like seriously though, Hasbro, it took you 9 seasons to finally tell us that she has parents, when you could have done this in season 2 or something. So yeah, I agree with the last part, but the first 2 parts I'm not sure of, honestly.
Okay, so I don't want to make any assumptions, but based off of this comment and some other comments I have read with similar opinions, I think I understand why someone might not like the CMC episodes all that much. The CMC, especially in earlier episodes, are children, and the conflicts that they find themselves in and the stories that they have are usually based around the idea of—
Oh yeah, true, I forgot they had that episode in season 9 where they wanted to go to this festival or something, but they were too young, so they decided to consume a flower that Twilight had that granted them any wish, and by doing so they became adults, I guess, for one episode until they decide to consume it again and go back. So yeah, I forgot that episode existed. Sorry about that.
Of growing up. We have episodes that have a school bully. We have an episode where Apple Bloom is finally old enough to stay home by herself for the first time. So I think their episodes are more meant to relate to people around that age group. Now, I don't know how old you are, but I am going to guess that you are not 8 years old. If I am wrong though, and you are 8 years old, please proceed to discard your tablet, as you should not be on the internet at this age. Now, all that being said, I do actually personally disagree. I enjoyed their episodes. I think that the Cutie Mark Crusaders generally had some pretty darn good episodes. Especially the ones where they are interacting with their older sisters in some way. Forever Philly was an excellent episode in my opinion because it did such a
Oh, that episode. Yeah. I didn't mind the episode personally. I thought it was good. Because at least because what's the word? It was nice to see Rarity care about something like other than fashion for once, in my opinion. Because Rarity is the type of pony to care about fashion, but in this episode, like I guess she kind of was like, hang on, I guess she was like, hang on a moment. I kind of want to see my baby sister now. So yeah, I also like the episode too.
A good job at showing the situation where a younger sibling is growing up and the older sibling is missing that. Because the older sibling has moved out and started a career and isn't able to spend much time with them anymore, they don't realize that the younger sibling has started growing up and is not the same person that they were a few years ago. That episode did a really good job of showing both perspectives from the older sibling's point of view and the younger sibling's point of view. And I think it greatly adds on to both Rarity's and Sweetie Belle's characters. But again, yeah, I do get why some people don't enjoy the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders episodes. To each their own. Next opinion. Magical Mystery Cure isn't that good. Sure, Twilight becomes an alicorn, which I love, I'm not anti-alicorn, but the episode just isn't all everyone says it is. The songs are honestly like a 3 to 4 out of 10, and the storyline doesn't.
Okay, so with this opinion here, I do agree that I do agree that the episode itself wasn't that good because the story was a bit all right, I guess. It was a bit meh, if I'm being honest. But I did like when Twilight became an alicorn. Though, like I think that was cool, honestly. I don't agree. I don't agree with the fact that they think that these songs are a 4 out of 5 out of 10 because that's a little bit too low. I would go for a 5 or 6, honestly, because the thing is, right, MLP songs are actually bangers. If I'm being honest here, and also like Starlight's Best Pony. No, how dare you? Mod Pie's Best Pony.
Doesn't make any sense. Also, Starlight is Best Pony. Magical Mystery Cure, that is quite an episode, isn't it? I remember when that episode first came out and everyone was going absolutely nuts over the fact that Twilight had gained wings. People screaming that the show is dead and how this episode should be removed from the canon. Good times. I don't know what the exact ratio is between people who do like this episode and people who do not like this episode, but yeah, I've heard quite a few mixed opinions on this. But ignoring the whole Twilight Alicorn thing, I do have to agree the episode isn't that good. Primarily when it comes to the plot and the pacing, which just feels so weird and a lot of times very forced, and like this comment says, the storyline doesn't make sense. But 3 to 4 out of 10 for the songs. Yeah, I'd say maybe a 4 out of 10 for some of them, but I think that there's a couple like a True Friend where I would say maybe more like a 5 out of 10. Certainly nowhere near the best that the show has to offer, but I wouldn't say bad. But regardless, I respect your opinion. Thank you for the comment. I find Cadence annoying. I'm not sure why, there's just something off about her. Okay, so here's the thing about this comment. Usually with these opinions, I try my best to understand where someone is coming from.
Okay, I'm not sure about this one here because Cadence, I don't really find her annoying, if I'm being honest. I like her character a lot because, like, she's very kind and caring, and she can also be serious too, so yeah, I don't really get why this person's, like, saying this, honestly.
I try to look at different perspectives and get a pretty good idea as to why someone might feel the way they do about a particular topic. But I do not know why this person feels this way. And going by this comment, they also do not know why they feel this way. Now I am left here in an awkward state where I need to talk about this opinion, but I don't know what to say because neither one of us can explain why they feel this way about Cadence. So thank you, Red Panda, for putting...
Okay, first of all, right, you can't really use that against Cadence because technically that wasn't Cadence, that was Chrysalis, first of all. And so you can't really say that she's annoying because Chrysalis, impersonate, like pretended to be her, obviously. So yeah, I disagree with his opinion. Like, she's not annoying.
putting me in this awkward position where I don't know what to say. And for that reason, the rest of the time slot for this comment shall now be taken up by an intermission. Enjoy. Okay, so if any of you find Cadence annoying, please explain why in the comments. Maybe shed some light on this situation. Maybe we can get to the bottom of why someone might find Cadence annoying. Thank you for the comment, Red Panda. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so apparently this time slot is still not filled up. I like the rainbow power designs. That's it. Okay, so in the last episode, I took a while to just dunk on the rainbow power designs. I called them an eyesore, I absolutely hated them, and to my surprise...
Okay, so for a little context here, if you don't know what rainbow power is, it was a thing back in 2014 in the 4th season of Friendship is Magic, I guess. But the thing about that is but the thing about the rainbow power designs is that they were only used in the final episode against Tyrek. That's it. We never see them again. But Hasbro did, make like a shit ton of money from selling them as toys, obviously. So yeah.
There were a whole lot of people in the comments saying that they actually liked the rainbow power designs. Some people absolutely loved them, saying that their base designs were actually bland compared to these new designs. I am so glad they did not bring back rainbow power. The character designs were an eyesore. They were just absolutely horrendous to look at, and they only existed to sell toys. And if the characters going and claiming the elements back from the tree means that we don't have to sit through that eyesore again, I am all for it. I do not care. Just keep those horrendous things off the screen.
I wouldn't call those things horrendous. I would say they're alright, but I wouldn't use the word horrendous because I think they're kind of cool, I guess.
And when I made that video, I did not realize just how many people liked those designs. So now I am sitting here questioning my position, wondering if I am in the minority of this topic, and I kind of want to put a poll out on it, but I have a fear the amount of people who actually hate the designs might be 3%. But hey, if you like the designs, more power to you. All right, moving on. The Young Six should have had more focus on them in Season 8 and 9. So, here is my controversial...
Okay, first of all, I disagree with this opinion because I feel like they were getting way too many screen time in Seasons 8 and 9 because, it's honestly true, they were getting, so many screen time, I kid you not. How many episodes are there in Season 8 and 9 about the Young Six, huh? I think it's, a lot. But yeah, I do disagree with this comment here. I feel like they should have gotten less if I'm being honest here.
Opinion. I think that the Young Six were actually given too much screen time in Season 8 and 9, but I also do think that 2 seasons wasn't really enough for these characters. So, in my personal opinion, we should have actually gotten a Season 10. This way, we could actually space out the Young Six episodes more, have even more in the next season, and get more episodes to focus on the main 6, which I felt like Seasons 8 and 9 were lacking a lot of because we were focused so much on the Young Six. I know that a lot of people were glad that the show ended where it did so that it didn't just keep on going for all eternity and run itself into the ground, but I genuinely think that the show could have benefited from one more season. One more season. So back to your comment about the Young Six needing more screen time in Seasons 8 and 9. Nah, they should have gotten less screen time in Seasons 8 and 9 and had more in a 10th season. But yeah, I do agree, they absolutely needed more focus. Next opinion!
Yeah, same. I kind of agree with him there, maybe. I think they should have gotten a bit more focus. But I still don't think that they should get, more screen time / episodes, if I'm being honest here. I think more focus is enough for them.
I hate Yona. Oh wow, here's a hot take. I didn't like Countess Coloratura's singing voice in I Am Just a Pony. What?
Okay, really? I disagree with this comment here. Comment because I don't know, like I kind of liked her singing voice in the episode because I thought it was beautiful. If you don't know what this person is talking about, there was an episode in season 5 where Applejack's old uh uh camp friend Rita, I think, or I forget her name or something. I forget her name, but yeah, one of Applejack's old friends becomes a singer or something, but she has like a shitty manager who keeps making up empty threats to ponies if if he doesn't get what he wants. And so yeah, at the end, she finds out that her manager is a piece of shit and fires him. So yeah.
How? So I get that taste in music and singers and everything is all very subjective, but come on. Come on! That song was just beautiful, and the voice, her singing voice, I thought was incredible. But you know what? Everyone is, of course, entitled to their own opinion, and my subjective opinion is that it was good. You may not like it, and that's totally fine. And just to show how fine it is, I will give you a pat on the head. Pat, pat, pat. Zip's mane looks like toothpaste. Yes, it does. Unpopular opinion.
Hang on, wait, go back. What was that?
Mane looks like toothpaste. Yes, it does. Unpopular.
Oh, come on, where is that?
Mane looks like toothpaste. Yes, it does. Unpopular opinion.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't pause it there, but I do agree with that comment though. Zip's mane like does look like toothpaste. Lol.
Predictable stories are a good thing, especially in this genre. Yes, yes, yes. I agree 100%.
I mean, okay, but the thing about predictable stories is that you already know what's gonna happen though. That's the thing. I would rather have a sorry guys, just wait. I would rather have a unpredictable story, if I'm being honest here, because the thing about predictable stories is that you already know what's gonna happen, but you know, if it's unpredictable, then you can't really guess what happens, or 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 something like that. So yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with the comment, but at the same time, though, I don't know.
And I am glad that somebody finally said it. A predictable story is not inherently good, but it is most certainly not inherently a bad thing. A lot of the G4 episodes are actually very predictable stories. What matters in a predictable story is if the plot is engaging, the characters are endearing, and it's just, overall fun to watch. Generally, you do want to put some sort of original spin on the story, but overall, you can have a predictable story and it be perfectly fine, as long as it's, well written. And if you are intentionally trying to write a story that subverts the audience's expectations, very often you end up with what is not a good story. Because very often when people value twists and unpredictability over a predictable but satisfying narrative, you end up getting an unpredictable and unsatisfying narrative. For an example of this, Star Wars The Last Jedi.
I remember one thing that was very informative to me.
Oh my god, this movie. Oh, I still remember watching this when I was, 15 or something? Sorry about that, guys. As I was saying, I remember watching this movie when I was 15, back when I was in a secondary school, with the Key Pony, and I'm not gonna lie, that movie was just shit in my opinion.
Because I would say but we really have to think of what the audience expects and what they want. And he says, no, we have to do the opposite. We have to give them something they don't expect that we want.
The sequel trilogy was so bad. I'm sorry, but I didn't hate the way the rainbow power designs looked, but yeah, they were definitely just made to sell toys. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So many comments like this. So many that 2 of them ended up in the same video. And the more I read these, the more insecure I feel about my position. Okay. Meta opinion. GalaCon is by far the best convention, beating BronyCon and Northwest. This is great. This is awesome. This is wonderful. This right here. Awesome. Look, guys, it's a meta opinion. A meta opinion. This isn't even about the show. This is about the conventions. I think we need more opinions like this. More opinions about conventions. More meta opinions. Can we start getting some of those in the comments? Guys, go ahead and leave your meta opinions down in the comments. You know, favorite writers, animators on the show, something. Go ahead, leave those kinds of comments down there, in the comments. Get down there. Go, down there. Now, as for my opinion on the conventions, I have only ever been to BronyCon and HarmonyCon, so I can't.
I mean, I can't. I can't really talk about this because the only con that I've been to is Comic-Con, sadly. So yeah, which I'm going to in May of this year because I actually enjoy Comic-Con. But yeah, anyways, I can't really talk about BronyCon or something like that because I never been to BronyCon, and the reason why I don't go to BronyCon, it's not because I'm ashamed of being a brony. No, it's not that I'm ashamed. If you think that, it's just that I don't really know how I feel about going to one personally, so yeah, that's why I never been to any of these cons except for Comic-Con, obviously.
Cannot say anything about GalaCon or Everfree Northwest. But cool opinion though. Thanks for the comment. Zephyr Breeze and Limestone Pie isn't actually that bad. It'd be kind of funny seeing someone as strict and hardworking as Lime.
I actually kind of agree with this comment here because I feel like Limestone Pie would actually be like a good kind of like a good influence on Zephyr Breeze because Zephyr Breeze is basically lazy. He's lazy, let's be honest here. And Limestone Pie is like a hardworking pony. But at the same time as I was saying, sorry about that. Limestone Pie, she can be a bit too strict, I feel like, and she needs to calm down as well. So maybe Zephyr Breeze could like teach her how to relax a little, I guess, in life. So yeah. And so yeah, I do kind of agree with the comments.
Deal with someone as carefree and lazy as Breeze. Okay, so in the last episode, there was a comment shipping Zephyr Breeze and Limestone Pie, and I, being someone who despises Zephyr Breeze, might have unalived the comment. Not the commenter, because we are respectful here. And don't worry, only a few people got hurt. But then after the video went up, I realized something. Limestone and Zephyr could actually work as a couple. Now hold on, hear me out. As this commenter says, Zephyr Breeze is very, very carefree, whereas Limestone is very hardworking. Now imagine an episode where Zephyr Breeze is staying on the Pie family's farm for some reason. Maybe he needs some sort of a home, or he's there for a job, something. And Limestone makes it very clear that if he's gonna be there, he's gotta work. And I think that she's some pony who could actually teach him the value of hard work, and she could somewhat whip him into shape. So that would be something that Limestone is contributing to this relationship. Now, what would she...
I actually agree with him on this one. I wish we got an episode where our Zephyr Breeze got sent to the rock farm to work. I feel like I actually agree with this guy here because I feel like well, in my opinion, anyway, I feel like hardworking people and lazy people make a good combination because how do I explain this? Like the lazy one can learn from the hardworking one and become hardworking, and the hardworking one can become more uh I don't know, like relaxed from the lazy one in a way. So yeah.
Get out of the relationship? What would she see in Zephyr Breeze that would actually make them work as a couple? Well, it's that carefree attitude that Zephyr Breeze has. It's the fact that Limestone is always just so tense, and she never wants to take a break. Maybe she overworks herself. Maybe because she's extremely quick to anger, Zephyr Breeze could go to her and be like, hey, why don't you try calming down a bit? Why don't you try some breathing exercises? Why don't you try meditation? Maybe we could set up a meditation rock garden. I think that there are genuinely quite a few ways that Zephyr could help out Limestone in regards to her temper and just, again, overall how tense she constantly is. He can teach her to relax. The fact that both of them can cover each other's weaknesses so well and have a good opportunity to better each other is what I think would make for a good foundation to their relationship. The only problem I see with this is that Limestone has a very dull color scheme and Zephyr Breeze is very clearly into rainbows.
But I'm actually kinda into this look.
Anyway, that wraps up this episode of
Oh yeah, true. I forgot that he said that in the episode as well. But yeah. But yeah, honestly, I did enjoy this video. Some of the opinions, like some of these opinions were a bit stupid, but some of them I agree with, such as the last one about Zephyr Breeze and Limestone Pie. But yeah, that's all really. I'll see you guys next time. Key Pony, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm also getting a haircut today, maybe. So yeah, any videos that you see tomorrow will be me with this new haircut, which will probably be like shorter, I guess. But yeah, that's all really. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
万岁！对我want people understand，还是永远走在街头装的看不见。对我。